I used to like AI. I thought it's something cool, something that will help humanity achieve a bright future, something that will help even a non-artistic loser like me achieve the mastery of art. But I was wrong. AI isn't the future, and it's definitely not an art. It's a cheap parody of human soul. So I tried Blender. And how I said before, I'm completely unartistic. I don't know anything about 3D, and also I don't know anything about art in general. So how can I learn? Any enthusiast who plans to learn Blender start with the most fundamental essential element. The one thing no journey into 3D can do without. The donut tutorial. But I skipped this part. Thinking I was some kind of special person, I decided to skip the tutorials. And in the hope of figuring out the software on my own, I spent the first 10 hours just randomly clicking on every button I saw, hoping to get a decent result. I also know that just like in any program, Blender has keyboard shortcuts, which I also pressed at random hoping to see different actions. And after a few hours of this random action, this is what I ended up with. That's literally nothing. Then I wanted to paint it, and I thought a blue pencil was exactly what I needed, but for some reason you could see through the objects, and I couldn't get rid of it. Then I thought I could color the elements in the texture tab, but when I clicked there, absolutely nothing happened. Even so, I was actively clicking all the buttons. And I don't know why some elements turned purple. Then I clicked through all the tabs at the top, but nothing there made any sense, so I didn't even bother digging into it any further. So maybe I need a tutorial. Let's check this. 4 hours? Nah. So because I have TikTok brain and can't focus on any piece of information for more than 30 seconds, I decided to change my tactics. Instead of watching one long video that was 4 hours long, I watched hundreds of short videos that were less than 5 minutes long. And after putting a lot of effort into it, I finally made my first model. Ta-da! It's a deer, or at least something that looked like a deer. I made this model based on a reference, and yes, it's far from perfect, and I still haven't learned how to paint textures, but still, I think it's not a bad model for a first try. And it could even be animated quite nicely, right? Right? I decided to make a cow as my second model. Actually, I like cows, so why not? And here's what I have. Pretty decent cow, I guess. I even figured out how to paint it. Nice ass! Next, I decided to create my first scene with this cow. I added a background with a regular image, added the ground, added texture, added detail like little flowers and cow's fur, and that's when I ran into a problem. Because I was using the particle system in Blender, my laptop started lagging badly. You can see the lag in real time. I didn't slow down the video, this is actually how it is. Despite that, I decided to add some light to the scene anyway, added a little fog and finger crossed to decide to render the image. And my laptop couldn't handle it. So I decided to remove the elements I had added earlier and just left the bald cow on the ground. As a result, I ended up with the render like this. And yes, it's look awful. It's look awful, it took too much time, and I know that the AI bros will produce a much better result in 30 seconds. My model is a crap, but at least it's crap made by human, and I really enjoy it. And you know, I'm not against AI. You can use AI to speed up your work, to organize things, or to make some memes with your friends. But isn't the main goal and idea of any art to do something yourself, to try it out, and to enjoy the process?